Welcome back. One former El Paso police officer has seen challenges that many of us can only imagine. But through it all, he has always answered the call no matter what life throws his way. He is the subject of our brand new segment, Borderland Spotlight. KTSM 9 News anchor Trevor Thompson has this special report.
Your life can change in the blink of an eye. Now, for many of us, that sounds like just a cliche, but for one former police officer, his life really was altered in a split second in an ATV accident. But what hasn't changed is his commitment to El Paso.
I like this version of myself. I wish it didn't take this for me to learn.
Richard Trejo Jr., or just Rick to his colleagues, has worked at the 911 dispatch center for about 17 years now. He's worked his way all the way up to shift manager these days.
It doesn't make sense for us to hold it over here.
It's an important job, but he doesn't take himself too seriously.
You gotta say something nice though.
It can get very stressful, and it's always nice to have like somebody to kind of relieve that tension.
Overseeing the office that handles 911 calls can be a challenge.
Do you know the apartment number?
But Rick has already overcome plenty, dating back to one day in November of 2003.
I mean, I remember right before the accident, it seemed like I had everything that I wanted, and my life was perfect.
That day he was riding what's called a quad, an ATV kind of like this one. It was in a dry area near the Rio Grande on the west side of El Paso. While racing a friend, his ATV flipped and the handlebar pressed into his spine.
As soon as I stopped tumbling, I knew that something was wrong. I couldn't feel from my chest down.
Rick has been in a wheelchair since that day in 2003. But as fate would have it, one of the people also riding that day is now the director of the 911 center.
We were there on the scene immediately, and I was a firefighter at the time, so I was one of the people that provided first aid and assistance on the day that he had his accident.
The accident forced Rick to change jobs, moving from being a police officer to working for the 911 center. And while he has certainly lost some things in his life, he's never lost his positive outlook.
Rick just has a great attitude. You know, he's had some bad stuff happen in his life, but you never notice it, you know, when he's at work.
The HLP is only made for when we're fully staffed and it's extra.
One thing about Rick, though, he loves to win.
You know what? He is very competitive, especially when he starts talking about the Cowboys.
And Prescott wide open, no problem.
Oh my God, you do not want to, no.
In fact, to this day, Rick insists that before his ATV crashed, he was winning that race.
And I was winning. I can't believe I said that, but yeah, I was winning.
He still uses that same drive to succeed at work, keeping the community safe and making sure everything at the 911 center goes smoothly.
And it's a challenge to keep everybody happy, but that's my favorite part. Cut.
A couple more things about Rick now. One, he's a proud graduate of Isleta High School, and he also says he's thinking about retiring sometime soon, but as a self-described adrenaline junkie, he's not quite ready to give up on this job just yet. I'm Trevor Thompson, KTSM 9 News.
Our thanks to Trevor for that special report. And Spotlight on the Borderland is a new series that will highlight people or groups in our community who are making a difference or leading by example, no matter their circumstances. The stories will air Wednesday mornings on KTSM 9 News Today.